Welcome to this new lesson. In this lesson, we start a new project, which is ChatGPT Clone. So what is ChatGPT Clone? It is an innovative web application that takes advantage of the renowned GPT 3.5 Turbo model, the very same AI powerhouse behind ChatGPT. By harnessing the capabilities of this advanced language model, ChatGPT Clone delivers unparalleled natural language understanding, context retention, and human-like responses. What ChatGPT Clone used for? Primarily designed to support dialogue, this versatile API seamlessly integrates into a wide array of applications across various industries. Whether it is customer support chatbots, virtual assistants, language translation tools, or any project that demands interactive and engaging conversations, ChatGPT Clone empowers developers and businesses to unlock the full potential of AI language interaction. Implementing ChatGPT Clone in customer support chatbots elevates the quality of user interactions by utilizing powerful GPT 3.5 Turbo model. Chatbots can understand and respond to customer queries in a more human-like and personalized manner, leading to increased customer satisfaction and improved efficiency in issue resolution. Virtual assistants. ChatGPT Clone transforms virtual assistant into highly capable and reliable aids. With its advanced dialogue capabilities, the application can handle complex tasks, answer questions, and offer tailored recommendations, providing users with an intuitive and interactive virtual assistant experience. Language translation tools. ChatGPT Clone brings a new dimension to language translation tools, enabling accurate and context-aware translation. By leveraging the power of GPT 3.5 Turbo, the application can handle diverse language nuances, resulting in a more natural and precise translation. Okay, let's now demo the application. So this is the application that we are building, the ChatGPT Clone. Here we specify the system prompt and then we specify the user prompts. For now, the system prompt is you reply as concisely as possible, and here is the user prompt. Let me enter the first prompt. What is the capital of France? So as you can see, this is the system role. This is what we asked for, and this is the answer Paris. Because we said to answer as concisely as possible, it just answered with a word. Okay, let me ask another questions. What is its population? What is its population? Now, I didn't say what is Paris population. I said what is its population, because we are in a dialogue, we are in a chat, and it is expected from him to remember. Let me send now. So you can see the population of Paris is approximately 2.2 million people. You saw that it is a dialogue, it is a conversation, the context is still available. Let me change the context prompt. You reply in, so I will write you reply in French only. Now let's put what is its area. So now we still expect it to remember the history, but this time we expect the response to be in French. Again, I say what is its area. I'm not saying what is Paris area. Okay, so as you can see, here is the response. it looks like an area and it is in French. So it is keeping the chat. Let me now reply in English only. And let me ask him, what are we talking about? Now it should be responding this time in English. Okay, so we are talking about the area of Paris, which refers to the total land area that the city covers. So it's still remembering that we asked about Paris. Let me tell him, are we talking about Spain? So are we talking about Spain? No, we are not talking about Spain. We are talking about Paris, which is the capital of France. So as you can see, we are having a dialogue. We are maintaining the history, and we can customize the system prompt and the user prompt. Okay, so let's now start building the app. First, I will create the directory. So new folder. I will call it ChatGPT _clone. I'll go inside the folder and launch a command prompt. Now, inside this command prompt, I will type code dot. That will open this folder in Visual Studio Code. And that's Visual Studio Code. I will select to trust this folder. Now, the first step, I will create the node application, so it will be npm init. So that's initialize the application. I will leave it to default, except the starting app, I will put app.js. I'll continue with default. And yes, so the application has been created. Okay, let's get the packages that we require. We will do npm install. We have the OpenAI and .env for the environment variable. So it is now installing these libraries. Let me see if there is an error. And it looks I misspelled this. It is .env. So let's try again. Okay, so now it worked correctly. Okay, let me go and create the files. Like I will create app.js. I will create playground.js. Let me create the folders. I will create the folder controllers. And I will create the folder config. Inside the config folder, I will create the function OpenAI config.js. And here I will create the file.env to contain the environment variable, which is the key. And okay, I misspelled this here, so I will rename. It is open config, doesn't have R. Okay. Okay, so for the env file, I will create an environment variable which will contain the API key. So this is the environment variable and this is the API key. Let me show you again where we get the API key from. If you go to your account in the platform, we are in the platform.openai.com. Then I'll go to manage account. I will look at the API key and here where I created the keys. Of course, you go create a new key, create the key, and here you copy it. You will not see it again, so you need to copy it, else you have to create a new API key. Okay, let's go back to Visual Studio Code. Now I will go to the OpenAI. Here we will create the configuration object and the OpenAI object. So first, we require OpenAI, which we just installed. We require the configuration object that will take the API key as well as the organization name. And here is the OpenAI object. Okay, then we require the .env and we initialize it. With this initialization, any key in the .env file can be accessed on the process object. Then we create the configuration object. In this configuration objects, we pass two parameters. The first parameter is the organization ID. Now we also get this from platform.openai.com. If we go to settings, you will see here we have the organization ID. Now it is optional, but it is preferred to have it. Next, we specify the API key. Now, because we initialize the .env package, we can access any key which exists on the .env. We can access it on the process object. Okay, then we create the OpenAI object, we pass it the configuration, and we save that in a constant. Now we will include this config file in any file where we need to access OpenAI. Of course, to do so, we have to export it, so that we are exporting the OpenAI object. Okay, I will save this, and as I said, we are now ready to start inside our controller, and we have the OpenAI configuration done.